I did my presentation on La Tomatina in Buñol, Spain. There are many different theories about the start of this festival, but the most popular one was, in 1945, during the Parade of the Little Rabbit. Some animals were eating the watermelons at the parade, so people in the parade started throwing tomatoes at the animals. One of the people missed and hit another person in the crowd. So then that started the throwing of the tomatoes. But quickly the police intervened and arrested everyone. The following year, the same group of people, on the same day of August, brought their own tomatoes and started a tomato fight at the same festival, which was again stopped by police. But the townspeople of Buñol were for the tomato fight, and it gained popularity from there. Ever since, the small town has been shut for the day for one of the biggest food fights in the world. Buñol is a nearby town of Valencia, Spain. It is located on the Buñol River and is about 21 miles from the capital city of Valencia. The town is surrounded by the mountain ranges of La Sierra de la Cebría, La Sierra de los Aguas, and La Sierra de Macara y Martes. In this picture you will see a photo of a giant piece of ham tied to a greased pole that competitors must release before the festival can begin. Many people try to get up the greased pole, but few are successful in their attempts. So people try to hoist each other up. An estimated 100 to 175,000 tomatoes are used during the festivities. Right at about 10 o'clock, the festivities begin. While the goal is to climb the grease pole at the top, most of the crowd works into a frenzy of slinging and dancing and gets showered in water from hoses above. City officials that operate the festivities have limited the number of participants to 20,000. There are 5,000 tickets allotted for Buñol residents and 15,000 tickets allotted for international travelers. And each ticket is the equivalent of about $15 to $16 per person. Massive dump trucks holding thousands of pounds of tomatoes circle the city until the ham is dropped, starting the signal of the beginning of the fight. The attire for this massive food fight is mainly sports shirts, sports clothes, tennis shoes, masks, and snorkels in some cases. In this picture you can see people trying to crush the tomatoes before they can actually throw them. This is actually a rule imposed by city officials to prevent injury. Also, the dump truck can be a good hiding place from the massive food fight. Once the second gunshot has gone off, the cleaning operations have begun. At the end of the festival, people are bathed in water, either hosed or by using showers to rid their bodies of the excess tomato. In the end, the streets are flooded with tomato juices and the remnants of solid tomatoes. But people spray down the sides of the buildings, the streets, and everywhere in between, trying to clean what they can. At the end of the festival, This little town is actually cleaner than when it was first begun, because of the acidity of the tomatoes, which cleans the cracks and pores of the streets, walls, and linings of the buildings. This festival since 1980 has grown tremendously. It is actually one of the most sought after festivals to go in the world for foreigners, and has been put in many of the top 10 strangest festivals in the world.